Hey guys, so my name is Michael Navarro. I'm a CPA, certified public accountant, but none of that really matters. I'm mostly just a cryptocurrency enthusiast, and I had a channel called The Accountant's Perspective. I shut it down because I had a daughter. Anyways, this video we're going to be talking about how to get on the Polkastarter IDOs. So in case you don't know what an IDO is, it's an initial DEX offering. So what's a DEX? A decentralized exchange. So a decentralized exchange is something like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Kyber Network, 0x. They're basically cryptocurrency exchanges where you can go and trade your tokens. So anyways, this IDO idea came, they're doing it on Polkastarter.com. So if you want to know how to get on these IDOs, first thing you got to do is go to Polkastarter.com. If you don't trust me, always got to be careful with fake links, fake websites, and people trying to take your money. So go to coinmarketcap.com, look up the ticker POLS, P-O-L-S. POLS is the ticker for the Polkastarter token. Now, why does that matter? If you want to get on these Polkastarter IDOs, you have two ways to get on. The first, if you want to purchase an IDO, for example, right now, SuperFarm is out. So if you want to get on SuperFarm, for example, SuperFarm hasn't announced the instructions, but this is just based on the instructions that Dow Ventures announced a few days ago. So if you go to Polkastarter.com, there's going to be a link on there for SuperFarm. Now, these aren't specific instructions for SuperFarm. This is for any IDO, but I'm using SuperFarm as an example because right now it's a really hot IDO, and a lot of people are trying to buy the SuperFarm IDO. So I thought I'd make this video to help some people out. So this is not financial advice. Make sure you do your own research. The person that's launching the SuperFarm IDO, his name is Elio Trades. I don't know much about him, but he's a YouTube guy, kind of like Ivan on Tech, that Martini guy, like BitBoy, people like that. So anyways, they're launching this IDO via Polkastarter, and Polkastarter is just like a Kickstarter cryptocurrency. Basically, you go on there to raise funds for your cryptocurrency project. So this SuperFarm project is supposed to be releasing whitelist instructions. That's what everybody's going to be waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. If you're trying to buy SuperFarm, you have to wait for the IDO whitelist instructions. What I noticed is that on Dow Ventures, they didn't release these instructions on Polkastarter.com. The instructions come from the project. So you had to go to Dow Ventures website. But anyways, this is about SuperFarm, right? If you go to Polkastarter.com, you'll see the SuperFarm icon. You got to click on that icon and it'll take you to their website. There's a few icons under. You're going to see their Telegram, you're going to see their Twitter, and then you're going to see their Medium. Make sure that you visit Polkastarter.com frequently and click on the SuperFarm link frequently to make sure that you catch any updates. I follow them on Telegram, so you're going to need Telegram and Twitter because you're going to want to follow Polkastarter. You're going to want to follow SuperFarm or whatever other IDO you're trying to get in on. So anyways, how do you get into these IDOs, right? So there's two ways to get into the IDOs because there's two whitelists. This is my understanding. I could be wrong. They could update this at any point in time. None of this is for financial advice. This is all educational purposes. But there's two whitelists. There's a public whitelist, and then there's a polls whitelist. So I'm going to try to apply both ways through the polls and the public whitelist. The reason I can apply for the polls whitelist is because I hold 3,000 polls. So polls is the Polkastarter token. I got the Polkastarter token by A, downloading MetaMask, B, going on Uniswap, 3, once I'm on Uniswap, trading my Ethereum for 3,000 polls tokens. Sorry, guys. So that's if you want to apply for the polls whitelisting. The public whitelisting application, which, by the way, none of these whitelisting applications are live. I checked this morning. They're not live on the SuperFarm website. The whitelist instructions for SuperFarm are not out, but there's going to be an application process, okay? So you're going to want to follow those application instructions so that you can apply to be whitelisted. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to participate in the IDO or purchase any of the actual super tokens. So the super tokens are going to be sold on Polkastarter.com. Once you apply for the whitelist, either on the polls, you're either going to apply for the polls whitelist or you're going to apply for the public whitelist. If you have polls, I believe you can apply for both. So I have 3,000 polls, which means I'm going to apply for both because I hold 3,000 polls in my MetaMask. Now, they haven't announced the application process, but usually I think the process is you have to follow them on Twitter, you have to follow them on Telegram, you have to retweet their pinned tweet. Those are usually, that's what I've noticed with DAO Ventures. And then the fourth thing is, of course, you have to fill out their actual application. There's an actual application for you to be whitelisted on these projects. Now, these instructions are very generic because I don't know if those are going to be the exact instructions that that SuperFarm is going to use, but that's the process that I noticed with DAO Ventures. So anyways, once you apply to be whitelisted, they announce who the winners are, usually via their Telegram or their Twitter. Now, that's why you guys have to follow them on their Twitter, and you have to follow them on Telegram. So you're going to need the Telegram app, you're going to need the Twitter app, and you're going to need to follow whichever project you're trying to get. Right now, I'm trying to get into the SuperFarm IDO. So I'm following SuperFarm on Telegram. Don't listen to me for the link. Don't really listen to anybody for the links. Just go to Polkastarter.com and follow and click on the SuperFarm IDO or whatever project you're trying to invest in, and you should be able to see the instructions there. So yeah, that's all I really got. You're basically just waiting for SuperFarm to start accepting whitelist applications, and you're gonna want to make sure that you apply as soon as possible because DAO Ventures actually they moved their launch date up by 1 day. So I wasn't able to actually even apply for the whitelist because I was going to apply on February 10th, and then at the last minute they stopped accepting whitelist applications. So as soon as you see those whitelist applications, guys, make sure you're applying if you want to participate in the IDO. And of course, none of this is advice. You guys have to do your own homework, and make sure you guys are careful with your investments. These are pretty risky things. Yeah, guys, and if you like this episode, I'm not doing this for any profit or anything like that, but I do hold polls. I do hold 3,000 polls, and I am trying to get in the SuperFarm project, and I'm just trying to help a few people out. So I thought this video would be helpful to anybody that wants to get in on these IDOs. Even if you can't make it to the SuperFarm IDO, you could at least try to get in on the next one. Oh, by the way, if you have the 3,000 polls, you have to hold the 3,000 polls for at least 7 days. So you can't just buy the polls at the last minute. You have to hold the polls for at least 7 days. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thanks. If you like this video, please hit the like, because really that's kind of the only way I know if I'm making a good video. If you don't like the video, I want to see a dislike. If you don't like this whatsoever, hit the dislike. I'll change it up. I'll figure something out. But if you guys don't like it, hit the dislike. You'll never see me again. Thanks, guys. If you want to see more, sign up for my subscribe to my channel. It's a very small channel, very new channel. I don't make videos very frequently. All right, guys. See you guys later.